Yep. Fucking.
Everything's. There's all this.
All that.
Alright.
Guys.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Preparation Ape, your number one place for doing the Mario. I'm DKP.
I'm Major Tom.
And I'm JDigs.
And I'm going to fix the camera.
I
Hooray!
was doing the Mario. I was swinging my arms from side to side.
And...
I'll try to cover up that part with me. Okay.
Hooray! I see what they're talking about with the little flicker thing now, too. Move your arms.
So, yeah, this is, of course, Preparation Ape.
Hooray!
Audio might sound a little bit poor, but, we might be a little bit flickering. We might be a little bit off of our A game.
This is hour 23 into a 24-hour stream.
Yeah! Woo!
Huzzah! So, Major Tom, what's on the Residox today?
Let's go to the next slide and find out! Alright, we're going to play a little game called Armchair Game Designer with brainstorming.
I like it.
Idea of it here is we have this idea. So Polygon did this thing. Basically, people are going to pitch us game names, and then we have to design what's surrounding the game. So the genre, what the gameplay is going to be like, we just kind of describe the game. So in the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/the Chainsaw Ape group, people have been posting different ideas for us. So we're going to go through as many of those as we possibly can. Followed by that, we're going to provide more details on the future of JDigs.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Don't set anything down this table if you can. Sorry.
Good morning, Canada!
I just know that sounds really loud and awful to people watching.
Well, we don't want to sound really loud and awful to the people who are watching.
Oh, it's too
We
late
already
for
got
that.
a Major Tom.
Too late for that, man.
Morning, Canada.
It is super morning!
So, yeah, I think it's decently self-explanatory. You got the list all pulled up, and should we just move on? Anything?
Yeah!
All
It
right.
should be fun.
JDigs, do you want to say anything? This is your first prep ape in a long time.
It is my first prep ape in a long time, and it is sadly most likely... Well, it is my last one as an official Chainsaw Ape for now. R.I.P. me. Right? Hanging up the old chainsaw, moving on to colder pastures. As it
Yeah,
were.
going to be moving to Denver.
Yep, that's why.
Colorado, as they call it.
Good old
And they call
Colorado.
it that.
They do call it that. I'm sure they're excited about having another Texan there. For another person to complain about how they don't have tacos.
All right, well, make sure you do that.
I will. Every day.
All right, well, I say we move on to our first things.
Let's do it. Armchair
I don't know
design.
exactly how much we have to get through.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a few of them on that list, and some of
It's
them
a
are...
fuck ton.
So we're going to do that for a while. And then we're
We
gonna
do
get
know
into
that the camera is artifacting. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that right now. I think that might be a side effect of having this stream, or this computer on, rendering and broadcasting for 24 hours. So,
That could be it.
It's a real MVP in
apologize
this
for that. But all right.
right now.
So, Armchair Game Designer with Brainstorm. Ooh.
Yay! All right. Number one. You guys ready?
Okay, yeah.
Our first game, provided by good old Uncle Festus.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Pepe's Day Out. Of course, Pepe is the symbol of Kekistan, and I don't want to get too much in depth with what that is. Basically, it's a frog.
It is a frog. It is a meme. It's around the internet.
Yes.
He is associated with...
I picture an NES game where you side scroll, right? First and foremost, and you can pogo like Scrooge McDuck.
But you're on the unicycle?
No, it's not that boy. I don't think.
Is it like Frogger?
No, but you're going around collecting pussy. I don't know. I mean, why else would Pepe leave the house, man? And then, like, at the end of each level, right? He goes up to the urinal and pisses with his pants all the way down around his ankles. And it's just like, feels good, man. But when you die...
Feels good, man.
Of course, it goes to, like, the shitty pixelated NES face, and it's like, feels bad, man.
So, for some reason, I'm picturing, like, Yonoid.
That's kind of the art style I was thinking, yeah.
All right. I think that works. We got a lot to do, so. There you go, Uncle Festus. Next up, from Rose, game title is called Fart Time.
You ever play Burger Time?
Of course.
Well, I don't know, that's a starting point. Go on.
That's it. Fart Time.
So what is Burger Time?
Burger Time's a game. It's imagine something like Donkey Kong, except you're running over like different toppings, burger toppings, and you have to make them fall to the bottom and form a full burger.
Okay.
And like eggs chase you.
I see it as like a Wii game. You know how like they have those little party games where you have to do stuff within a time frame, and it has it where you eat certain things, right? But you have to eat certain kinds of food to build up the fart meter, and then at the end, it's how bad the gas is for the.
That or okay, the what was it? 3DS had the thing where you could blow into like it would really doing that. So the game is like you have a straw inside of someone's ass.
How much
you're
have I
blowing
missed?
air in to try to coax a fart out, and that would be fart time.
Coax a fart.
So imagine it being like that, but you also have to like feed the person beforehand. So it's like a mini game where it's like you have to kind of choose all these different ingredients. You can choose whatever you want.
You know, some of them might be like antacids that kind of hurt you.
Yeah.
Because as far as like helping you.
Antacids?
Yeah, like they.
Antacids.
Yeah, that too. Antacids or anti.
What the fuck do I know? We're not.
Well, I'm not even going to
with
fucking
that.
question. Sure. Something that makes it where it depletes how much.
Well, your goal is to make the most badass fart, like, in all existence.
Well,
Right.
blowing with a straw is a way to do that.
Absolutely. But you got to add some, like, some flavor in to make sure that the fart carries the weight that it needs.
Yeah, you could have, like, tactile feedback for how you want to let it out without shitting your pants, too.
Like if it's gone too far. Right?
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, that would be a game over.
that's what do they call that? A limit breaker?
It could be a limit break if you want to. Yeah, sure. What's up, Texas boy?
What's up, Texas boy?
And Jam's not much.
How much have I missed? Okay, so the armchair game designer, just to let you know, we're using the Facebook group. People give up names of a game, and we have to figure out how the game is going to play, style, stuff along those lines. So these are fake games, and these are ideas.
These are real. We're pitching them for real.
Next up is Onken. His recommendation is either the Chainsaw Ape or Chainsaw Ape's Revenge.
Ooh.
What kind of game is Chainsaw Ape?
I mean, realistically, it would probably be a really shitty reskin of Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the NES.
No, it needs to be better than that.
Right,
this is our opportunity.
Then you go first.
I think it should be like Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Like the new Friday the 13th.
I think it should be like Shank.
Like that side-scrolling beat 'em up?
Yeah, the side-scrolling beat 'em up. But you have chainsaws and your apes instead. Oh, maybe even like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Maybe it should be like Custer's Revenge.
Or you just like, fuck this whatever against a cactus.
Yeah, basically you find like every good idea that you should do and you rape it against a cactus.
Okay.
While dodging arrows.
And every once
while
in a while,
dodging follows.
Every once in a while it just pops up and it goes, listen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Prognonimus, the best part of waking up is unregulated stimulants in your cup.
Hey.
I got some stimulants for you right here.
Friday the 13th, but everyone is an ape, and the only one with a chainsaw can chase everyone else. So it's like kill the man with the ball with the opposite way. The man with the ball kills everybody.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
It's like tag.
It's like tag.
Sure, yeah, it makes more sense.
All right, next up is Presto Molesto 3. Presto.
That would
Molesto 3.
have to be a Wii U game.
Wii U specifically?
Wii U or DS. Well, something with a touch screen.
Okay.
You have to press. So there's like a little child in the middle. You have to press
little
all the
child
blasters
in
that
the
are
middle.
they're slowly. It's like tower defense.
No,
But they're all coming
the
for them.
tower
But you have to push them away. You have to presto. You press on.
Gotcha, okay.
Right,
So you're
before they
protecting-
make it to the poor
And
child
then
in the middle.
At the
And
end of
you're
every
protecting
level, the kid turns around and goes, Presto! It's like big letters
And
across
then
the
you're
top.
like, ooh. I really should have just let them get more. Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is the third one. What if they learned from the first two?
It sounds like a Leisure Suit Larry remake. I thought the same thing. Go ahead.
What are the first two? Like, what innovations does Presto Molesto 3 have that the other two don't?
I don't fucking know. You give something on this.
Part 3 uses like full FMV cutscenes. Like with real children. Full motion video.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So with Tim Curry in it.
Yes, with Tim Curry.
Actually, he's been in
modern Tim Curry.
I feel like it's like did you ever play the Noid game? The one that had like you're supposed to chase him or whatever.
Chase the Noid?
Yeah, or were you the Noid in that one? There was one where there was a
For
game.
the NES?
I'm not sure. There's one where you're supposed to be chasing him. He's there. You're supposed to try to catch him, like in every level. I don't know if it's necessarily the Noid. That's just what's coming to my mind. But I could see like Presto Molesto is like this little character that's wearing like a little flashing outfit, and like you're a cop and having to catch
them.
public
masturbator, though.
That's public masturbator 3.
Yeah.
It's another thing.
Masturbator Redux.
So optimistic that there's going to be a 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be on the Switch. That's the upgraded version. Has this got a touchscreen?
Next up from Pebiv is American Merkin Challenge. I see this as like a free-to-play web browser game that you can get on like Facebook.
Yeah,
and it's like
really
Wooly Willy.
Yeah.
But you should have to drag your mouse over it and kind of make the best Merkin.
That's what I said. Yes, yeah. That's so good.
But in addition to that, that's only a small part of the game. The rest of it's like a barbershop simulator reality show kind of thing.
I want it to be VR.
Pay attention. You have to pay attention to all your different like metrics and stuff like that, and see what people are really responding to.
But the hook of the game, right, is that you're playing with other people's real genital pictures in the group of people you're playing with, but you never know.
For all the dick pics you actually receive.
I want this game to have FMVs as well, except the FMVs are like like American Idol or America's Got Talent. How they have those
American's Merkin.
How they have those like really sappy interviews about how they've had this terrible life and like they've been down on their luck and they can't pay their bills and their grandmother just died. American Merkin Challenge is
there'd be the bit where the lady's like, it's my daughter who has AIDS cancer that makes me keep wanting to make Merkins. That keeps me going in the morning, making these Merkins. Wow, you win.
What if it's a mobile game that's the like alternate AR style, so you can like lean it over people and draw Merkins on them?
That's an app.
That's what I mean. It's an app.
We're talking games.
This is the games.
But the FMV, the lady's like, when I first made my 5-year-old her first Merkin because she lost all of her pubes from cancer.
No.
From cancer AIDS.
That's when I realized I really had a talent for this. Yeah, I'm with you all the way on the American Idol idea, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, next up from James, it's A Ripple of Nipple. A Ripple of Nipple.
The title's actually a swerve. It's you playing in a Haggis factory. Haggis factory simulator.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know there's already something with haggis in here.
Okay, well, what is it?
A Ripple of Nipple.
You guys,
maybe it's like Shadow of Colossus, but it's like really fat people that you climb, and you got to defeat them.
Explain. What is the Ripple and Nipple aspect of it?
So I don't know.
To collect the 7 nipples.
Yeah, you have to do something with. I don't know. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anything. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Can you?
All right, so
it's vaporware is what it is.
You guys look so alive. I told you we need that Peggy 18, Peggy 24.
Mm-hmm. That Peggy 18. What is it? A ripple of nipple is just like definite shovelware game. Of all it is you're just looking at water and you have to create ripples in the water. But when you create enough ripples, it reveals a picture of a nipple. And then you have to guess whether that nipple is a man or a woman nipple. That's like how you get all the points at the end.
Alright, perfect.
Just dropping the stones in.
Oh my god.
That works for me.
Next up, Foreskin Sonata. A Rip in Time.
No.
Foreskin Sonata, A Rip in Time.
Who put that one?
Darthaxis.
This is the next
Foreskin Sonata, A Rip in Time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay. The ideas are churning.
I feel
because I'm thinking like Earthworm Jim, where he takes the whip out his thing and whoosh.
Oh God!
It's like that, but it's like a suit that has just like the
it's a foreskin.
The severed, foreskin.
Oh
bit.
my God!
And it like when it falls out of the suit, it can like worm around, and it worms through different dimensions to find bodies to inhabit, to get back to its penis.
And
so the Castlevania style.
What it is it's this guy who he's a whatever the doctor is or whoever like the Jewish guy is that like does all
the moil.
Yeah, it's the moil. You play as the moil, okay, and you collect all these different. You collect all the. You have all these different.
Is it a detachable foreskin?
Oh well, this isn't his foreskin.
Oh joy!
This isn't his foreskin. This is the foreskin of all the babies that he's collected over the years, and each one, it's like
that's disgusting.
It's A Boy and His Blob. If you guys are familiar with that, he has all these like jelly beans that are different flavored, so he throws them out.
He has to eat different foreskins to gain different abilities.
So, and then they're also all stereotypes. So, like, depending on the foreskin that he throws, then something I don't know, stereotypical.
You don't have anything for that.
Well, you got to be. There's a line that you got to make sure.
Can you wear it like Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah, I suppose so.
DKP, you handsome bastard.
Oh, thank you.
But it does things based on the different ethnicities and genders.
What do you mean genders?
Well, you could have different types. You can have lady foreskin. You just have little baby lady foreskin.
I don't think the hymen.
I don't. Yeah, like that. I can't see that getting cut out, man.
All right, just the boys then.
But all right, I'm with you though.
You cut something else off over the women. I like how we're getting more people to come in.
Can you wear it like
what's all this foreskin talk?
Oh my God, we're talking about video games. These are y'all's suggestions, so of course it's going to be great.
Next up from Peb, the Bronco Berry Brothers.
Well, that's easy. It's a reskin of Mario Brothers with Arby's twang.
This is an iOS.
Oh my God! Instead of having mushrooms, though, you have little Arby burgers.
Yeah, sure.
And then instead of there being pipes, you have little Jamocha shakes.
Yeah,
you go down the straws and stuff like that. Oh my God, I would fucking do that. But who would be the bad guys? Non-curly fries?
It would be all the other fast food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those would be the bosses. I love that idea.
Like fucking Vag Lips. There's like surgery to remove that, so it can be a thing. Thank you.
Roast beef fireballs. There you go.
There you go. Perfect. Next up from Jams, Tang. T-A-N-G, Tang.
I know exactly what that is.
Right.
That is a super fucking legit ass space sim where you play as the monkey. From the Tang, Tang commercials, they're the apes.
Yeah. Move over. What's that big space game that everybody's excited about?
Tacoma? Here comes Tang, motherfucker.
The one that they put like 200 million.
A Space Citizen.
Yeah, Star Citizen.
Move over, Star Citizen.
It's Tang.
Here comes Tang.
Wait, are you really live?
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
Prep 8 right now, baby.
The load screen could be old commercials.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Next up, Project Hornet.
That would probably be a shitty fucking Unity game based around the Marble Hornets series, that Slender Man bullshit. I think it's what it was based off of, something called the Marble Hornets.
I see it being a really bad spy game.
For some reason, I picture like those really shitty 3D platformers on the N64, like Buck Bumble and like Glover.
Buck Bumble.
Do you know Buck Bumble?
Hey, dude, fucking Texas Boy just hit it.
Boom! See,
remake of Buck.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
I went to bed and you're alive, and you're alive now. Witchcraft. We're
at the tail end of
24 hours. Yeah, they're barely alive. We are a whole lot of barely.
Next up. The Legend of DKP's Dad's Porn.
Oh my God. I could see that being like the Toast game or the Kill the Baby with the dad. Yeah. Like a really bad Steam.
Yeah, I'm picking up a
permanently in early access.
Like the whole point is like for you to try to get to, you're the dad trying to go through DKP's area to.
I feel like you're DKP.
And trying to get that stuck tape out of the VCR.
But it's like a versus game. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go hide all this. The one person has to hide the stuff, the other person has to try to...
So it's like that game
to get it?
where you chase the baby around.
Yes, and the baby tries to die. What is that one called?
Are you supposed to keep little DKP from jerking off? Is that supposed to...
You're supposed to find where he hides his stuff.
Well, yeah,
and,
there's
that person keeps moving it around.
Levels.
Yeah.
So, like,
but while you're trying to find and hide your shit, right? You have to also keep an eye on your own stash of pornography. Otherwise, believe I'm going to steal it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect.
It's a randomly generated house, so every time it's different.
Yeah.
Next up, why is there hair there? The game.
It's a text adventure of you having a conversation with a, well, I guess with your
Like
son or
mud?
daughter if you want, about why is there hair there?
This is a great way for kids to learn. It's an educational
Kids
piece.
like, go north, take knee,
Take knee.
and I'll be like, listen,
Take
kid,
knee.
you got pubes now, tough break.
Tough break.
Oh my god, that's
all
hilarious.
downhill
That's
from here. Next up, Haggis Quest.
Choose your own adventure.
Okay. Well, you know,
Because you can put whatever you want in it.
what I picture...
I got you an education.
What I picture is there was a copy, or Doom was reskinned and called Chex Quest. Do you remember this?
No.
I do.
They
There was
reskinned
also
Doom to be
like
Chex
Bible
Quest.
Adventures, but it wasn't necessarily a reskin, but
Bible
the
adventures.
Super Noah's Ark 3D, I think that it was called.
That
It's
sounds
basically like Wolfenstein.
Amazing. But
Yeah.
you collect animals.
You go on, you slingshot animals, and then, like they pass out, and you can put them on. Yeah.
right. So yeah, it is
Unconsensual.
basically it's like that. Instead of Chex Quest, it's Haggis Quest.
You know, it'd be great though. Like, okay, so you're going through, and like you know, in Doom, there's like the little green power armors. They're little track suits. It's like, what would your enemies be?
But they're wearing plaid.
Maybe plaid tracksuits if you want.
Yeah, plaid tracksuits.
It has that badass bagpipe soundtrack.
There you go.
The enemies would be snitches. It's just like this guy, like, I'm gonna snitch you out, and then you just have to hit him with the haggis.
Better not.
you better not, yo. All
All
right,
right, I'm down with
next
that.
up, Fuzzy Plunkett's Day Off. Fuzzy Plunkett's Day Off. This sounds like a Super Nintendo game to me. Like the game that your parents are like, you can rent one game this weekend, Tommy. And then you go to the video store and you're like, Fuzzy Plunkett's Day Off! You're coming home with me.
It sounds like one that's gonna suck, though. if I'm gonna
Well,
be
the
honest.
character's head's going to be overly large.
Okay.
It's going to be similar to like an Earthworm Jim or like Wayne's World if you ever played the
Fuck
back on
yeah.
the SNES.
Ooh, yeah.
Where it's
From
just like
Blockbuster.
really... Yes, from Blockbuster, exactly.
Little
Just
tracksuit,
really-
that's epic. Bad guys are the cops.
The most regret you've ever had. Bad guys are the cops, that's funny. So yeah, just real shitty platformer. Next up, Big Men, Small Kilts.
That's like a okay. That will be actually specifically a mini game in a WarioWare title, where you keep having to like stretch down the kilt as to not unveil the penis that's under it.
Yeah.
If you Peter gaze, then you lose.
But everybody's different,
Peter
so like it
Gaze no
needs
get
to
you.
vary.
Yeah,
I like that.
because the president's there, and you're like, no, you can't see, you can't be Peter gazing too. That's
Is
what
the
it
Rock
Everything-
the main character?
Everything here
He
is Peggy
now.
32. I like what Peggy says.
Next up, Beyond Sugar Mountain. Beyond Sugar Mountain. I don't know. I picture this as like another like 3D collectathon platformer game from the N64 days where there's just Sugar Mountain and it's like fucking candies everywhere. Imagine that world from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I was
Just,
thinking that
fucking
too.
Candies everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking candies everywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's
And,
dynamite
yeah,
gal.
you just have to collect all the special candies from Beyond Sugar Mountain.
Okay, what are the candies?
Fucking giant lollipops.
They're all
and
just
shit.
different colored
Candyland
candy
mixed with
corns.
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's the cheapest license to get for candy.
Look at them Scottish, man.
You think about like when you go into a gas station.
I thought strippers too for some reason. I think it would be like Witch Mountain, but with strippers.
Hey, You know when you go into a gas station and there's like, here's all the off-brand versions of like Mike and Ike's and shit? It's like all that kind of
It looks like they bag them themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there's like the weird Mexican candies that you're like, the fuck even are these?
Dude, why is there a spoon attached to some sort of red rock? How is that like, candy?
What if it's like the candy, but it's like a Minecraft, you have to mine for it, and you gotta find different pieces of candy. So it is kind of like Candy Crush. So then, yeah, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Next up, Yiffles, the Sticky Snow Dragon.
Okay, so we gotta dissect that. Yiff, right, which is commonly slang for when furries fuck, right? Yiffing.
Okay.
So Yiffles, the play on that.
The Sticky Snow Dragon.
Whose was this?
And it's a dragon, a snow dragon.
I'm not saying.
Is this Mr. Kurtzan?
Cum all over him.
Okay.
Now you make up how the game works. I just gave you the setting.
Okay. It is a visual novel, like a dating game.
I'm glad I picked up on what you're putting down.
Visual novel dating game.
But with furries?
But yeah, it's like furries and you're going to a furry convention. And you've been like, you've been, the backstory is that you've been spending
you're going
the last,
to, what is it, Fur Forest?
I mean, I don't know if that's what it is.
Or Rainforest?
What's the name again?
Yiffles, the Sticky Snow Dragon. And yeah, so the goal is to find like a soulmate throughout this wild and wacky weekend.
Visual novel, I think it's the only way that would work.
Yeah.
Visual novel.
And you spend months and months and months like preparing this dragon costume. And the purpose of it is to make sure that it's covered in white.
Make sure that it's covered in white by the time you leave.
You have to make sure, like, fix your outfit throughout the thing, right? So, like, if you get it torn on something, you gotta fix it. You have to look nice. To, like,
terrific.
Oh, yeah, perfect time for a
furries have soulmates.
So it's like a finished version of
soulmates.
Morinatsu. Yes. Sure.
There you go. Next up, who the fuck is Renee Zellweger?
Okay.
You gotta come up with this one, DKP.
I know this one is. This is not gonna be a fun game, I'm gonna tell you that. But what it is, right, is it's like Mario's Missing. Where you basically have to go around and learn history and then finally figure out, once and for all, who the fuck is Renee Zellweger? So, you gotta learn her full filmography.
So it's where the world is Carmen Sandiego.
No, it's close, but it's who the fuck is Renee Zellweger?
Oh.
Yep, I'll play it. Next up, this is the police stop, and we will shoot.
Oh God, who put that one?
Onken. Okay. It takes place in the suburbs of Baltimore.
Oh God.
And it's basically...
You're just going to describe The Wire, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. That was my next thing.
Wire the video game. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it...
But it takes place in 2014.
So it's... So essentially you're making like a GTA.
Oh no. No. This is like one of those games that people are like, this game should not exist. But then it like wins Game of the Year everywhere. Now, what's the gameplay like? I don't know yet. But
is it like really good, like some of the other PlayStation ones where it's like super realistic?
No, I know
like The
what
Wire,
it is.
like it's super fucking dramatic.
I don't. He's good.
It uses the NES fucking power pad, and you have to physically run in place away from the cops.
And no matter if you win or lose.
Oh no!
It's like the fucking Yeti at the end of Ski Free. Like you kind of get shot pretty much no matter what.
Heavy Rain vibe, maybe. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, like make it heavy.
Next up, Visiting Evil. Obviously, a survival horror game, right?
It's
Visiting Evil.
That's actually a visual tour of the Nintendo headquarters. And the punchline is like, you find like Virtual Console tied up like being raped like in Pulp Fiction. And Reggie's like,
well, you break it out and
it's like,
we're gonna go get a pair of hard-hitting fools.
But it's kind of like a Stanley...
hard-hitting fools.
It's like a
pipe-hitting fools.
A Stanley Parable kind of situation where you kind of follow along. It's like, in the store is the new... is the new whatever, and you open it, and it's like the front entrance of the place, and it just keeps fucking with you as you're moving around.
Source Engine, I'm fine with that.
Next up, professional sitting.
Professional sitting?
Professional sitting.
Oh my god.
It's a meta game like Desert Bus, where you have to hold the F button to keep sitting.
Well, and it becomes this like
no
cultural. It becomes this cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, where
like,
people have marathons
like
around it, and like charity events. Kind of like Desert Bus for charity.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Perfect.
Perhaps.
Next up, back, forward, up and down.
Rhythm game.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what else.
It can be like a Crypt of the Necrodancer, where you like have to
Dancer.
where you have to like
Perfect.
travel through a dungeon.
All right.
While it's days.
Fine by me.
Next up, NFL locker room.
Oh god.
Be like FIFA Manager, but it's more like stats based.
I like the idea that it has to do with pranks.
The purpose is that you have to manage not to get a boner around all the people that you're in the
Dude, what was it?
locker room with.
Who was it?
But there's like people that come in randomly and they're interviewing you, so you got to be really careful during those moments.
The game is constantly like forcing the character's head to Peter gaze.
You have to correct it.
Yeah. You just,
It's like
it was Jams that was like, how much I give to be in that Dallas Cowboys locker room. Remember that? He was talking about the cheerleaders, but they're like, okay.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Peter Gason Simulator. Next up, Butt Crack Park.
This has to be a sim.
I got nothing on this.
You like a Sim City style, but you got to design parks and the shape of body parts.
All right, works for me. Next up, Ketchup 3. And it's like the condiment ketchup. Ketchup 3.
Jesus. Really,
Again with the third
going
one.
hard there.
Butt Crack Park, a janitor's tale.
We gotta come up with something.
I say Ketchup 3. It's one of those like there's a game that's on PSP or Vita called Taco Master, and you have to make tacos by like sliding stuff over. And it's like it's kind of similar to Overcooked.
So what is this when you just squeeze a ketchup bottle over and over again?
Yeah. And your goal is to be the best damn ketchup bottle squeezer this side of the Mississippi. And by the
I see a first-person shooter, but with like Splatoon style.
well, at
With
this
ketchup?
point, since this is Ketchup 3, we're at a universal scale. So the first one is about him becoming the best damn ketchup bottle squeezer in the United States. And then the second one is like on Earth. And then Ketchup 3 in space.
Like a phone swipe game.
So yeah, you're trying to like out ketchup all of these different aliens.
So it's gonna be the worst one.
The third
Because,
one.
like, if you look at anything that goes in space, such as Leprechaun, Jason, it's always one of the worst ones.
How about this?
Now, if it was ketchup into Hood, or back to
this
the
is going
Hood,
to change everything. Ketchup
that would
3
be
uses
fucking
the
rad.
Switch controller to stimulate the ketchup.
It's like the milking game.
Don't we already have something like that?
Flawless forgetting. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up, Scary Terry. You can run, but you can't hide. Bitch.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Oh, that is so good. I like that. A speedrunner?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a temple run sort of game.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just constantly moving in towards you.
Yeah.
Bitch. Works for me. Next up, Sega Masters of the Solar System.
Oh, that would be cool.
Or Sega's Masters of the Solar System.
Having it kind of like Mario Galaxy, but with all like the...
It's a
Like
no.
Nights into Dreams.
It's literally just like it's He-Man. But
Okay.
Sega presents He-Man, Masters of the Universe. But this one's on a smaller scale, a little bit.
He
Masters of the Solar System only.
Okay, I gotta go to work. I won't be able to see the end of the 24-hour. Have fun. And JDigs, I'll miss your
Thanks.
face. Holly, I'll hit you up later.
Hey, bye, Holly.
Bye. Jason X was amazing, Thiazide says. I'm assuming you're talking about the part with the lesbians beating thing. Anyway, go.
What the fuck you doing?
Next up is DMVR. DMVR.
Oh my god. It's just a fucking DMV simulator.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like the job simulator.
But what if it's like one of those, it's kind of like, there's actual people role-playing as like the tellers? Like, kind of like, okay, there's flight sims, right? And there are certain people that like are in the air traffic control tower, and they actually know all the terminology and all that. And like, they do pretty well. And there's of course people that don't, they fuck everything up. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you can jump in and play that role, but very much like in real life, it's kind of 50-50 whether it's someone who's competent or not.
Well, it's an MMO, and everybody just randomly joins in, and it's like, here's the characters. Every hour, it refreshes a list of characters you can choose. Because I want to choose the guy that like orders pizza and has it delivered to the DMV line. That's the guy I want to play.
What is that one game that they have out there that's like people live in it and it's like an MMO? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. People make a bunch of little random shit in it. Never mind.
All right.
Good talk, guys.
Fuck off the game.
It's a game. Well, no, let me go one further. This one is a console. It's a one-game console. You know, like those shitty ones that you used to be able to buy and plug into your TV?
Yeah.
When you turn it on, it's like those like useless machines where it comes back out and just turns itself back on. That's fuck off.
Yep. That's so good. Live the dream, MT. Pizza to the DMV.
Yeah, baby. Next up, Diabetes Online. This is definitely an MMO. And every time that you, like, what you fight is you fight, like, different foods. So you fight, like, a giant slice of pizza that's got a face and shit. And every time you level up, you gain weight. That's your, like, thing as you get bigger and bigger. And the goal is to die from diabetes.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And the raid boss is Walter Brimley, trying to stop you from dying of diabetes.
And you just fight, like, throughout the game, you have to fight, like, other people with diabetes, like Melissa McCarthy. You have to, like, fight.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta fight her. She's like a sub-boss.
And what, does she drop all of her, like, previous diabetes-given foods or whatever?
Yeah.
Her hoard?
You gotta fight Rebel Wilson.
That's messed up.
Rebel Wilson's hilarious. She's the funnier Melissa McCarthy. Alright. Next up, Can You Fall?
Go on.
That's the name of the game. So, Can You Fall is... I picture there's this game where you're like looking down a well from the perspective and you're like a water drop. So I just picture like a puzzle game like that. Where
and basically you have to move the water drop in order to hit the pool at the bottom.
You're like a tumbleseed, kind of in a way. Switch? Using motion controls?
The Switch.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What is the titular you in the game though? Let's make it a cat in a bag.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
What the fuck?
And the goal is to not get to the bottom of a well.
So it's the opposite of what we just said.
Sure.
Okay.
Next up, Idify and Pebib's Excellent Adventure.
Oh my god, they have to be going to Vegas or something. And it's gotta be like the Hangover style of surviving and having like the most epic tale. Like one of those point and click kind of adventures that they have, like King's Quest or some shit like that.
Yeah, but it's like Idify loses at gambling and Pebib just goes and like gets free pussy in Vegas just left and right.
Yeah, and then exactly, like it's just like the crazy things. Every like selection that they make makes their freaking night crazier, and the replayability.
The replayability
is there because every time it'll be different.
All right, we got a lot to get through, and we have 20 minutes left.
You serious? There's more?
Oh yeah,
there's so many.
Fucking lord!
Yeah, there's so many.
Customer support roulette.
Oh god!
I thought you were gonna say Custer's Revenge for a second.
Customer support roulette.
Text adventure game where you have to fucking do customer support. Basically, it looks like a literal chat client.
Oh, and that's how you do sounds awful.
And it's basically just like actual work.
Is there like a little thing up at the top that like it does like a spin?
Well, yeah,
like super
it spins and it's like, well, here's the type of customer you're gonna get, and then like an issue pops up, and then you have to like
pick the thing.
And it's basically like, all terrible, and one space is like nice but incompetent. So it's like you can't really win either way.
Oh, I got
it's
nice
like,
but incompetent.
And it's like it's like the Wheel of Fortune wheel where the nice but incompetent is this little sliver surrounded by soup call, right? Like irate soup call.
All right, next up, Call Center Pro. Call Center Pro.
I think it needs to come with like a little fancy headset in the collector's edition.
fucking peripheral.
I feel like this isn't even a
gun
game. It's
that
just
you
like
just put in your
software.
mouth.
It's just
It
like
does
really
everything
shitty
for you?
software. Yeah.
Oh my god. It just reinstalls that little fucking paperclip from like Windows 95.
All right.
That's so
Mavis
good.
Beacon teaches suicide. Real cool need for that shit.
Maybe speaking my dog. All right, next up. It says in quotes next to it, JD's perfect game, Adventures in Rapeville. Anybody who's watching this out of context and did not see that stream,
Does anybody have
You know, I've actually kind of played that game before. There's a game that downloaded a long time ago. It's called Biko 3, Biko 3. It's a Japanese game. And literally the goal of it is like an escort, you know, like any mission in games you're having to follow somebody and you can't get too close. Otherwise, like, they'll be like, oh, they see you, right?
Yeah.
You literally
It's
just
just
like
the
have
worst.
to stalk people.
Oh
And then at
god.
the end, once they hit
You gotta
a
be
certain
sneaky?
point, like, it does go
so
into
you
a
play as
game
the
mode.
raper?
Yes.
Okay.
Can it be kind of like Dishonored in the sense that you don't have to
I'm
rape
just
anybody?
describing the
but you
exact
can
game
rape
that I did.
as many
I played.
people, and it just
And then
changes
it
the.
hits a point where like you actually fuck them.
Oh my god! So this exists.
Yes.
It's just a
not called
reskinning.
that.
What's
But
it
yes,
called?
Biko 3, Biko 3. I'll never forget that. It was one of the weirdest fucking things we ever played.
All right, next up, Chump Pump Off. Chump Pump Off.
Oh god!
Switch game where you're jerking off a fucking chode.
Next, Strategy Guide, the game.
You just Google
I wonder who
random
fucking put that
questions.
shit.
It's a Google search bar. That's all it is.
Well, the game, like, it's like one of those adventure games where it's like, put the light bulb to this open thing. What's that game that you played, Zork? Except it is completely impossible to figure out without using a strategy guide.
Oh yeah, it's like one for one. Like you have to follow this. It's almost like having to program the game for itself. It has to be so fucking precise.
It has to be exactly precise. Yeah, exactly. It'll be like, okay, put in the code for to open this keypad, and then you're like, where the fuck is the code? You look it up online, and it's like, it's not actually in the game. This is the code right here. And you just like type the code.
Rad. That sounds fucking awesome.
All right. Next up, Sasquatch, the game.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you play as Sasquatch, or do you play as like the person who's hunting Sasquatch?
This would be a really great thing to do for Friday the 13th instead. Like you play, one person plays as the Sasquatch, everybody else is trying to take pictures of them. They're just like a really crazy game, find and go seek. You kill them before they can get a picture.
Nah, man, it's a game about you walking around being fucking vague and secretive for no fucking reason. Because, you know, that's what a fucking wild animal would do. You know? And then there's like there's the
Vague
prequel
and
DLC
secretive.
where it creates the McRib. We've been over this.
And it makes them.
It creates the McRib, but nobody gives
When you
it
finish the
credit.
level, it like pops up and it goes like, "You're still vague and secretive."
Yeah, it's like
Even when you die,
nobody
it says the
really
same thing.
knows. Nobody believes you because you're vague and secretive and fucking elusive for no fucking reason. Yet you have no one else to fuck. You can't reproduce. But people still waste tons of money, time, and effort for no real reason, because even if you weren't, who gives a shit? And then Harry and the Hendersons DLC.
Advice: you need a strategy guide for strategy guide. By the way, the strategy guide is sold separately, and there are significantly less copies of that than there are of the game.
And
I like that
everyone
idea.
that's on the internet is wrong. But all different.
Every solution's like legit.
Yeah, everybody's book is completely different. Next up, Vampire Sun Devourer. Sun Devourer.
It just eats sons.
where you play little brother Tommy.
All right. Next up, Man Tits. This
Is there a
Man
column?
tits.
Here's what it is. This is a game where you look at tits and you have to like, it's just a zoomed in picture of a tit and you have to say like which one's a man tit and which one's the woman tit. Or it's like, is this a man tit? And you just like have to
So
say,
it's an
like,
expansion
yes.
to the Ripple.
Yeah, ripple nipples or whatever.
Ripple
the
nipples.
It's a competitor.
It's a competitor.
Yeah.
You're like,
making a new genre. I like it.
how about these tits? And you're like, oh, those are definitely lady tits. And then you click it,
And then it
it like
pans
zooms
out.
in really close, and there's like all these little hairs on it. And you're like, eh. Man tits.
It doesn't zoom out to show you whether or not it's a man or a female. It just zooms in.
Next up,
Gross.
hashtag this guy fucks.
Oh shit!
It's just Custer's Revenge, but they emulate the ROM is named something different.
I like the
DMCA.
The Leisure Suit.
Yeah, it's
Larry.
basically a Leisure Suit Larry simulator, is what I see.
Like you're the biggest nerd out there wearing zebra prints and shit.
Leisure Suit Larry is not a nerd.
No, I'm just saying, like with this one.
Yeah, whoa, slow the fuck down.
I wasn't saying he was. Not. Larry's not a nerd.
There was a show. I think it was on VH1.
Humidity.
It was like this really skinny, weird-looking dude who wore like jackets and top hats and shit, and he would tell these like losers how to pick up women. Are you guys familiar with that guy?
Is it the guy that was like, "You got a peacock," which means like dress like an asshole, that way people look at you?
Yeah. Somebody back me up. What's that guy's name?
I don't fucking know.
So it's about like.
Wait, is this a movie or is this?
This is a live. It's a reality television series that was on like VH1 or something.
I have no idea.
So,
it sounds like
I can't remember the name of it. But basically, like, it's like that. You pick a character, and then that guy is your whatever, your master, and he has to, like, try to get you... So you have to, like, listen to his instructions and, like, peacock out.
It sounds like a real life.
So it's like a sensei thing. So when he's saying wax on, wax off, it's like you jerking him off.
No, he's supposed to get you...
If that's where you want to go with it, then yes. But
well, it's about fucking, isn't it?
It is.
Do you ever see the movie Hitch?
But it's like the twist at the end is like you were the one he was fucking. You get it? He always that's how he does it.
All right, next up.
You thought you were being taught, but no, you were simply the prey.
That's how many we have left.
Oh shit!
So we got to go through them quickly. The Bridges of Madison County.
I don't even know what
I
know what that is, but I
Oregon Trail, perfect. Flick Flickers Flickety Funk Town.
Bop It Simulator.
All right. Next up. Harry Hezbollah.
Terry and the Hendersons. I don't know. Okay.
Next up, literally leashed, alliterated illiterates.
It's a word game.
I picture it being like a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Okay.
Like,
I'm fine with that.
Like Double Dragon. Next up, no apologies, the game. I'm sorry, I don't have any ideas.
It's a meta game where we're not going to give any ideas for it. We're also not going to apologize. We've won the game. All right.
Next up, Sarah Jessica, Horse Whisperer.
It's like the My Little Pony horse games.
But you're catty and you hang out with 3 other ladies around.
You have to like balance your superhero life of like taking care of horses and being a complete hooer.
It's another woman. This is gonna be me. It's a visual novel about a really ugly woman who claims to be a sex expert and has a blog, but is just actually in reality really into masturbating. That's what Sarah Jessica Parker. She's a horse, but she.
We won the game.
Next up, No Hands Larry, Master Thief.
No Hands Larry?
It's one of those like games where you have to solve puzzles, but you don't have hands, so you got to figure out how to solve puzzles. The end.
We're at 23 hours and 50 minutes? Wait, no, 22 hours, 50 minutes.
Yeah. Next up, Foreskin Unleashed. This is a sequel to the game that we had from earlier.
Or a prequel.
Foreskin Unleashed. I just got that. It's like Force Unleashed.
Next up, Mussolini Trampolini.
At this point, we're just laughing at the titles. Like, if you got your submissions in late, we're sorry. We do have one other thing we got to go over. So,
Mussolini Trampolini. It's a rhythm game where you have to like press the bounce button at the right time. Umbrella Fighter, Tokyo Midrift.
Tokyo Midrift.
Umbrella Fighter, Tokyo Midrift.
Oh, I see a side scroller beat 'em up style, like Mother Russia. Go.
I got nothing on that. You got anything? UKP?
No.
Right. Super Pet Quest 64, Legend of the Mystical Weight Room. This is a game about like a kid having to come out of the closet to his parents.
Wow, what did you...
Super Pet Quest 64, Legend of the Mystical Weight Room.
What does any of that have... Okay.
I know, right?
Because...
And he saw his puzzles.
Like, what does pets have to do with it?
Because the game...
Like
it's one of those things that's like Gone Home. Like, it like subverts your expectations.
Oh, okay.
So when you start playing it, you're like, "Oh, this is cool." It's like a wait.
Oh my god!
Like, once again, I hate for it to go back to this, but it goes like back to Custer's Revenge. I thought
Peter gazing.
When I played that game, I thought it was about
Jesus.
like burger time. It was about the dessert custard, and it was nothing.
Oh, there was some dessert custard, if you know what I'm saying. Next up, Harry Potter, Seeker of the Golden Snatch. Leisure Suit Larry, right?
Yeah, it was a Leisure Suit Larry, I guess.
Next up, Paint Your Dragon.
Like Tilt-A-Brush.
Like Tilt Brush?
Yeah, like Tilt Brush for VR.
But you can only make dragons?
Yeah.
And when you don't, the game,
It
crashes.
Deletes it.
Next up, Get That Snitch.
Same game. Oh, wait, no, Snitch.
Yeah.
Okay, not Snatch.
Get That Snitch.
It's a endless runner of... You're a guy in a tracksuit. It's coins, it's pieces of haggis. And you're
I see it as like Grand Theft Auto. But there are you're hired, like your purpose is you are hired by people that want to like take down snitches. So your goal throughout the game is all these missions around like taking out snitches. And like when the game starts, it's like let's say it takes place in Liberty City. It's like Liberty City, 15,000 snitches. And as you like progress through the game, you have to get it down to 0 snitches.
When we worked at EA, people would send in game ideas like manuscripts that they made on paper into the warranty. This sounds like one of those. It sounds fucking terrible.
Did you ever see the one with handball? Man, there's some good ones.
Next up, we got two more. Two more.
Yep.
Okay.
The Rib Getter, Major Tom Fights Back.
It's a fight. I don't care. You go.
So it's like a 45-second long game where like it just opens with DKP being like, "Give me them ribs," and then you just have to tap X or E maniacally. Maniacally, yes, maniacally. And then he gets up and he goes, "You stop it!" And that's the end of the game.
Riveting. I'd play that.
You charge
Alright.
$1.99 for it.
And lastly,
Finally, Adventures of Hand Banana.
it's a Adult Swim online game where you just literally just rape Carl over and over again.
Perfect.
All right, that's it.
Hopefully that turned out like you guys hoped it would.
Probably not.
Probably
not.
just
simply did not have the energy for it.
That's why a game
lot
like
of
that
penis.
is perfect while also terrible for this far into a stream.
Yes, it is.
All
All
right,
right, so we're ready to move on to our last topic for this
Yeah.
let's pass it over.
in the 23rd hour.
Woo! All right, guys. I'm starting my own channel. I hear the excitement coming through right now.
What?
Yeah, since I talked to the boys and we all decided that it would be better for you guys as well as everyone else is if I create my own stream. We support each other in our own different kinds of ways. So, Diabolical Digs. I actually have a Twitch as well as Facebook, and I'll post all that good stuff out for you guys so that y'all can do it. While I am not going to be streaming immediately, as soon as I'm set up and ready to go, I will keep you guys posted on those places, including here. I will always be a chain. It's all Abe at heart.
And we will be hosting as well when we can.
Yay,
So if you can't follow right now because you're driving or something, don't worry. You'll see her on our channel.
Yes. So it should be a lot of fun. I will be in a different time zone, so that'll be great too. And anytime I come to visit, I'll try to crash some of these streams from time to time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, I'm up for suggestions of what you guys would like to see. It is in its early stages. Paints is helping me out with some of my artwork, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be lighthearted tomfoolery.
Ooh.
Is a lot of the themes for this one, just to kind of keep the general me going. I don't want to play a character. It's so much easier this way. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. I don't want to surprise everything.
More info coming.
Yes, exactly. Make sure you guys change your password when JDigs gets to boot. I don't remember it,
I
so
got
it won't even
two-factor
matter.
authentication.
It's
Tommy
true.
can't even get in.
Nope.
Idify's all like, he's watching your back. That's cool. I ain't gonna do shit to the stream.
Nah. But obviously not. Why are we even entertaining the idea? What? How
Exactly.
preposterous.
Exactly, Idify.
But all right. I feel terrible that, we didn't have like a shitload of excitement for that. Because that is fucking exciting news.
I know.
It's just for like 23 hours.
We decided to do a talk show at the very end when we're all super dead. So,
All right.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow the channel.
one of the things that you guys kept mentioning is you wanted to have a 24-hour stream. I thought since Mondays and Tuesdays are my days to stream, why not do both? So that's the reason why we're doing a 24-hour. We aren't doing anything for charity this time. However, this is just for you guys. This is a thank you stream from us because we love you. And thank you all for everything. What, it's been like a little over a year that I've been with you guys? Fantastic.
Yep.
And I'll always say fantastic that way because of DKP.
Well, you got to practice it.
I'm gonna
Say it would be fantastic.
fantastic.
Tasty.
Tastic.
Yeah.
All right,
That's better. There you go.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Followed. Thank you, Frognonymous. I appreciate you.
Yeah, make sure you guys go follow.
Appreciate it.
And to see any kind of more updates about that, we'll be, of course, plugging all that on our Facebook page. As she's getting like up and going. And yeah.
Yeah,
But we still have one last hour and one last game.
we do still have that.
So we got to set up for that. We got about 5 minutes when we come back.
Yep.
And thanks for
We're going to finish strong.
prep aping with us. By the way, the stream will be going offline for about 20 seconds and coming back up. That way we can just selectively remove just this prep ape section when we need to. So yeah, if you guys will refresh in about 30 seconds, you should hear the music, whatever, and we'll be setting up to come right back to you guys for our last and final hour.
Perfect.
All right. Well, until then, I'm DKB.
I'm Major Tom.
And I'm JDig Doug.
All right. See you guys in just a minute.